Yeah, I am live. At least, yes. Welcome. Yes. Yes, I said I was going to paint this guy. Welcome everybody. How are you all doing? Always forget important things. So welcome to the weekend. Also, and yeah, I know I was saying I was going to paint Prince of Persia, but I was watching users stream, and yeah, I got a little bit carried away with this little fierce fighter. For those who do play Dungeons and Dragons and also in Curse of Strahd, this is my version of Irina, and I don't know the last name, but yeah, I believe she is the Burgermeister's daughter that we are going to get to a safe place. Which that is one of the things that we are going to do. I will, yeah, no, I will definitely go start painting on the Prince of Persia in a moment. But you know, I have metal paint in my well palette at the moment, so I do want to get my work done with it before I turn to the prince. But the prince, it's a prince. Isn't it more important than just a Burgermeister's daughter? No. Not in this case. So, just wait a little moment. This model does come out of the the fantasy Kickstarter series from Blacklist Miniatures. It's a female warrior. I thought that was quite appropriate, because I have heard Irina is quite badass, even though she seems to be needing a little bit of protection from a guy called Strahd. Funny thing, my character did meet this Mr. Strahd. I haven't. I wasn't there that session, so it's quite possible. That's not over there. Started this mini about an hour ago, a little bit more, I guess. Clean that up later, but okay. So this is my Irina. I want to know the name. Where is Mr. Googless over there? Oh right, I did skip that complete. Can I find? Yes, I can. Because I did know I did find a. Her name is Irina. Oh my god. Kolyana, right. At least it says so here. Yeah, Kolyana. Okay, sorry. Let's write that down. did have some paper. As always, a very completely streamlined stream. I did have a little piece of let's yes, there we have it. A pen we have here. Arena Kolyana. There we go. That's good. Did not move that one. No, don't tell me that. Okay. Good to know. Oh, this is a homemade, well, partly a homemade paint handle, as you can see. This top part I did buy. It's from oh god, Game Envy. Thank you very much, Brian. The rest is a pill pot, just a simple pill pot, and I normally add some sand or stones in it, and just a little bit of PVA glue, so I don't have to. It doesn't rattle anymore, but somehow some piece got loose, and now I'm very much doubting that. Yeah, no, I'm no longer in doubt. Great work, Baldy. Great work. You put the stones in, you put the glue in, and then you screw the top on. And hey, wow, the PVA glue doesn't dry. Sometimes my brain is not braining. Good. That was Miss Irina Kolyana from Curse of Strahd. I'll just make a little note of that because I want to get a little bit. And it is, yeah, well, 20, 30. Oh, I started at, so that's 1.5 hours. Not bad. All base colors done and already some highlighting on the metal. Whew. And I need to hydrate. You get a free hydrate, guys. There we go. Good. So I have to get aside, put aside these colors because we are going to paint this little guy, Prince of Persia. But I will see if we can. I know, to get a little bit more, a little bit closer. You can now see that I have already done a little bit of work on his face, a little highlighting, and I have already been working on his left arm. This one I did right. I glued everything in there as I should. I am doing a little bit, work a little bit different than I normally do. I mean, I did put in the base colors. What I am doing right now, and now you know what, one, does it work? Here, 2 and 3, good. That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. Good. Normally I know I would use put pellets on put the paint on my wet palette, but I have somehow with Scan Space, this is a little bit of a larger model. I have decided to use a well palette instead. Works just as well. Oh, almost a pun there. Somehow, just a same amount of paint, some over there. So 3 drops of paint. I take my little bit of thinner. Then put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 drops paint thinner, and that was definitely a why not? So the reason why I do this is so I can control the thickness of the paint a little bit better. On a wet palette works very good, but for especially these I want to get really nice thin layers of paint. I can already check one is a little bit too thick still. Normally I had a painting lesson from Alan O'Brien, Gorilla. Sorry, my brain is Gorilla with a brush, really great painter. And well, he did also use a wet palette, a well palette. Has also to do with he lives in Texas, and a wet palette is really nice, but still with a wet palette. Hey John, hello, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Well, it does work. Finally, something that works on my stream. I got last week we got a. I found out that on Streamlabs you can get an automatic shout out, and not only for people who stream, but also for my favorite. Well, that's maybe not. Yeah, well, it is honest. One of my favorite watchers, one of my viewers, I have to say. But yeah, I have for certain viewers and chatters that come regularly in my chat, I have set some of those nice greetings. So, if you want every time a nice automated greeting, I forget my glove. Yeah, you can watch, but please also, in that case, you will also have to engage in a little bit of chatting. Still, there's no need to lurk away if you want to. Good, Prince of Persia. Well, I have already done the face a little bit. The dark color is. I thought it would be dark enough, but I think I will use a little bit of a wash later. I've already started with his shoulder and left arm a little bit with these thin paints. You can get a little bit of a. They are not really a glaze, although it is almost thin to a glaze. Not exactly yet, so you get really, really thin layers where the previous layer is also still visible through the paint. A little bit of a hair in there. One thing that you do have is, of course, the paint will dry a little bit slower as it is thinner than normal paint. I know the thin paints I normally use. But this figure has a quite nice, bulky, muscly body, which makes it a little bit easier while that part dries, I go to the next part and I will get a little bit of a mix between the darker one. Just want a little bit of an in between. And John is throwing away all the emotes. Nice. Throwing away, throwing down is probably the better way. Oh, and in case you, I don't know if my microphone picks it up. I don't think so. There is nearby, there's a big party tent, a lot of music going on, and it is Easter weekend, which means in my backyard, well, what I call my backyard, it's just a meadow where a farmer has his grassland, a big tent, and they have what they call paas pop. Paas is the Dutch name for Easter, and our pop is it's a concert with a lot of bands. They do this every year. Hey, a little bit of free music, why not? It's only not loud enough to use as background music for you guys. On this model is just base colors yet. It's only, of course, started with the most enjoyable part of every model, the eyes. Started with the base. I think I thought if I have that one done, the rest will be a breeze. Discovered that I probably will be needing a wash later, as the darkness of the skin is not completely as dark as I want, at least the shadows. Or I am going to add some shadows later myself. Still shiny. No. And this skin color is a little bit darker than from the video games, or video game. Yes, at least that is what my colleague that I am painting this for gave me an example photo, a picture, and well, it was I want it about this. Whoa! You! Oh, thank you. Oh, I completely forgot. Oh, yes, thank you very much for the subscription.
Sorry, can't stay, but I wanted to wish you all a
Have a
happy
great
Easter.
Easter also.
Valuable 65 confetti.
And enjoy it. Whatever you do. For us in the Netherlands, it means mainly 1 day extra weekend for most of the people. And hey, John, they caught a squirrel. Oh my god, squirrel? What the heck? Okay, now I definitely want to know what is that? It's just a combination of. Yeah, see you. Thanks. Squirrel. A Pokemon, yeah. Squirrel is a brown aquatic Pokemon that resembles a common sea dragon. Okay, that's supposed to be a sea dragon. Okay. Oh. Guys, if you want to know what a squirrel is, Google it. Okay. Okay, yeah, I didn't know what a sea dragon was, so I also googled that one. Now I understand. Yes, and to be honest, that picture does look a little bit better than the original real sea dragon. Oh my legs! I'm getting old. Yes, I am. Well, everybody is at some point. Really? Yes. Okay then. Right. Let's get going with this royal. A little bit darker with it so I can. Can be very fun, especially with this kind of big models. Definitely get more work done on this. I will be needing some glazing later on. Get at least a little bit and a wash. Get it a little bit. More this should work the way I am doing it right now, but it doesn't. Yeah. The light color is just too light, which means I have to darken it a little bit. Anyway. It's also still quite thick, thicker than I thought. Also not good. Nicely get the colors mixed while they are on the palette, of course. This system works a little bit different. not nicely flowing as I had hoped. Worst case scenario, I just have to paint it over it. Although somewhat with the medium color, this worked fine. It's strange, I didn't get the right color. Yeah. According to Army Painter, I'm using their paints, so I'm painting according to their triad. Oh, yeah. Is it even a triad? I mean, it's definitely it's 6 colors and not 3. It should work. I think the problem is that, I mean, these two, they are quite, this one is a little bit lighter, this one is quite a lot lighter. But according to their triad system, it should be next to this one. So I guess deep skin tones, yes, it's also a deep skin tone. Let's see, here one. This is a, what is this? A brown. That is even, that would be, yeah, it's almost the same as that one. Let's see if I can get, look, this one is quite, okay, you are going to the side. Oh, but thank you very much. And so you learn things. So I will be using this one. I can still use the very, this one is not good, shaken. And so, again, probably because this is probably the first time I use this one. Let's get that paint out of there. It's more thinner than paint. One drop, 2 drops, 3 drops of my homemade thinner. Nothing very special about it. It's just I just combine a couple of thinners. You can see it's on the wet palette. These two are quite similar. This one is just a little bit darker. My homemade thinner is just a combination of 2 different thinners, flow improver and matte medium. Oh, and one thing according to that, I found out by trial and error. There's a few little time since I used this homemade thinner. My paints on my wet palette dried out very quickly. And I have been experimenting a little bit with it, and well, now it makes sense to me. Without flow improver, my paints stay longer on my palette, in good condition on my palette. A flow improver has the same thing, does the same thing as soap, and I guess it does the same for my homemade thinner. It breaks down the tension of the water and acrylic, and I guess that in that case the acrylic does go easier through the paper into the wet palette, because I've literally had my whole sponge swimming in water, almost dried out. I tried everything. The paper is no problem, whatever paper I use. It was all my paints always dried out within an hour. Now I don't use that anymore, at least the flow improver, no problem. So a little bit of a warning in this case, well, warning, just a little bit of advice. Now I am going back over with the little bit of darker color here. You know what? I can go more like this. Yes. It was easy for me too. Yes. Let's get oh god, now I have so many colors here to choose from. Make sure you pick the right one. That was the right one. Let's go for the thinner one first. Still have to build up this layer. Each other. A little bit too bright. For the face, it worked perfectly, but that's of course a little bit small. That sounds very happy, happy. Like I love happy. Streaming is really a great thing. I mean, I have learned in what? Half an hour I have already learned two things. That even army painter does not have well, no, let's replace that. Army painter triads do work probably, but not the way I use them. And I know now how a sea devil looks like. Whoa!
Tactical nuke incoming!
Well, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. Whew. There we go. Yeah, music starts. Raid. And yes, the automatic shout out does work. Welcome everybody. So yeah, there we go. Yeah. You know what? Give it a clear. I have something to do. Yeah, I have something to do. Oh, I'm babbling again. But welcome. Thank you for the stream. Loved it. And apparently the show and tell was very interesting. It's took you a little bit longer. Of course, no problem. But welcome. And as you can see, I am splattering paint on a model from Prince of Persia. I have just noticed. Yeah, no, of course, hey, no problem. You got a raid from Painterly Get just at the end of the show of what was supposed to be your no problem. I would definitely have done the same thing. Unless you didn't have any time for it. Well, so welcome again. How is everybody? You're good to hear. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm finding my my painting mojo back a little bit, so that's always a good thing. Off a little bit for almost 2 years, to be honest. I discovered that I am battling a little bit with a burnout. Well, officially they call it overworked. It is not yet a complete burnout, but the good thing is I already have more energy lately than I have had in a long time. Is that good? Another good thing is I am not allowed to work more than 4 hours a day at the moment, and it is Easter, so one of the most busiest time at work. And hey, there we have a night whisper. Hello. Oh no, stupid Twitch app on your TV doesn't follow raid, so I always have to come over mail. Wow. What the? No way. Come on. But hey, best thing, you are here. Welcome. I hope you have a great weekend. I did, I burst in the last minute of your show, your stream. I was a little bit late myself. For normally before music starts, I also get my stuff ready already and that kind of stuff. But I had to go for a walk. clear my head a little bit. And I have been busy with, I have a few of those nice metallic shelf systems from IKEA, the Kvizzle. And today I found out they don't sell them anymore. They were so popular, I guess. It was really great to put minis on. The only thing is I had all my unpainted minis on them, which is a little bit, yeah, not really a good system for that system, if you understand what I mean. It's better to get painted minis on there. So I had to get those into foam boxes. Was also a little bit of a puzzle, because of course a lot of different sizes in there. And yeah, well, I want to get everything that belongs together in the same box. Sometimes a little bit of a puzzle. Long story short, it's I've been cleaning up my room a little bit because I had foam boxes and minis everywhere. Otherwise I would have watched your show a little bit longer and a little bit earlier. But now I am splattering paint on the Prince of Persia, and let's see if I can get it into my camera frame. I have just noticed that I am using army paints, and if I use this triad, and I'm talking about this one, just so you know, they don't have really triads. They are not made out of 3 but out of 6 colors. I'm talking about, yeah, you can here see nicely what colors I'm talking about, the deep skin colors. I didn't start with the darkest one, was a little bit too much. So I started with this one, then this one. Only the difference between these two is quite a lot. So I have now gone to this one, which is officially a even very dark and brown. See if I can make it a little bit better. For the face it works perfectly, but I was trying to get a little bit of the same highlights on the shoulders with this one. It did not really work that well. Even this one is too light. It's too sudden. Let's see if we can darken this one down a little bit. I'll go over with it. Yeah, let's dry it. First, let it dry. So, let's see if we can take the very dark one. A little bit of that to the very pale one. Let's see if I can get it. Too dark. So that system is, in my eyes, right now not infallible. But yeah, what system is. And it is also, maybe I am just using it a little bit different than they need to, but not really. No, this one is even darker. Let's see. Now I have made a darker color here. Oh, that looks better. That looks much better. that I darken that very light color a little bit next time I am using it. I thought it was raining, but it's the guitar on pretzel rock, right? Yes, it's a little bit better. Good. And you all want to see what I am doing, so I should be getting my model into frame. Normally I would use a wet palette, and for this larger model I am using a well palette. There's a little bit of a difference. This case, it gives me a little bit more control about how thin the paint is and how thin the paint stays. Really making very thin layers. Or at least trying to. Because right now I think I got it pretty right. Good thing is that this one has a nice muscle structure. Whoa, 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 whoa. Which makes painting the muscles a lot easier. No, thank you very much. Blue Lobster. Thank you, thank you. And welcome. Oh, yeah, of course you. I completely forgot. For all the raiders, for those who do not know me, I am the Bold GM, just a old Twitch name that kept sticking as I do no longer GM anymore. Done that for 10 years. And now just a mini painter that streams, or at least tries to. Normally I am not really a commission painter, but this is a commission that I am painting right now. There's a colleague of mine, he collects this kind of models, and well, I do talk a lot about my hobbies on work, so he had something, oh, you do paint minis? I mean, what do you mean with that? I showed him some. Oh, I have this one at home, and I have already asked quite some people, but yeah, it does cost a lot. Well, I already showed him. No, I am not really doing commissions, but for a colleague, a good colleague, of course. Otherwise, I would make him pay. My thing is always, we are all colleagues at work. Only some are a little bit more colleague than others. And this is definitely one in the leopard color category. And that's definitely a job. There we go. Normally I do paint. Well, I have a lot of this size models in my collection, but I am used to paint this kind. This is the model you probably saw in the show and tell from Muse's Touch. It's number 14 female fighter. It's part of a larger set that I bought through a Kickstarter with all kinds of NPCs and monsters from Blacklist Miniatures, I believe it is. But yeah, I started with Games Workshop stuff. In those days it was mainly Warhammer Fantasy. 40k was around the bend. Took a little bit. I have still the original rulebook from Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, first rulebook they ever made for it. And if you think that the rulebooks are big nowadays, although it was not all a rulebook, there was also a very, very big part that was not so much as fluff as they normally do with backstory and that kind of stuff. No, there was a very, very big part made just for making your own scenery and stuff. So that's a little bit different than what you get nowadays. There's also a soft cover. I still enjoy playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's why I am painting that little other mini. I'm playing currently in a Curse of Strahd campaign. I'm the cleric of the group. Of course, a little bit of a troubled cleric. Yes, I have very, very demanding parents. Couldn't live up, so I to their expectations, especially my mother's. I'm a little bit troubled. Also, I have a little bit of a demon in my head. A real demon, not just the. So yeah, that's a little bit of a thing. But hey, we just discovered last week that one of our party members is a werewolf. Also nice to have, or at least nice to know. And one thing that I also like, well, a werewolf, like, I'm not even going to pronounce that. Being a werewolf means he is cursed. Hey, I am cursed with a demon, so that does already give us a nice bond. And then I found out that our sorcerer does not only saucers, but it can also see into the timelines of people. So a little bit of a history thingy. She's not sure if she can even do more than just watch. Maybe she can even interfere here and there, maybe. But as I am from a cleric of the Raven Queen, which is very funny to play if you are playing Curse of Strahd, have immediately a connection to her too. As the Raven Queen is a little bit obsessed with memories, especially the bad ones about suffering and such. So yeah, that's the connection to her. And the nice thing is that I never hope to find out, because we have also a warlock in our team, in our party. I hope that my character never finds out his secret, because apparently he is has a continuous illusion over himself, over his appearance, as he seems to be some kind of an undead kind of thingy. And yeah, that's something that my goddess, the Raven Queen, does not really like somehow. So, But yeah, as you know, just the normal, ordinary, simple D&D stuff. And meanwhile, I'll just paint stuff, great plastic, resin, whatever, metal. That's of course really the kind of material that I use to start painting. I think a little bit of that is definitely not. The colors are not completely tied together yet. I am going to use a wash later, also to make sure that I get a little bit more definition between all those muscles. That's also something I more like to do off stream, or at the end of the stream, otherwise we have to wait till it is all dried. You definitely have to make a color in between these colors. You want to get it to work, this triad. So, army painter, love your paints, but there still needs to be, at least as I see it right now, a little bit of work. Here. Just here yesterday that only painter is giving out some, or selling some special non-metallic metallic sets. It was something like, oh wow! I have seen one of the tutorials that they if you read the email, you could go to a link and then they showed how you had to use those colors. And the first color I saw for, I believe it was copper. Hey, but I don't think that is a, or I could be wrong, but I think it was the same color as one of those other sets. There were quite some colors in there. I was tempted to, of course, buy one of those sets, or maybe even two, but then I thought, I think better just to get a little bit experimenting with the colors I already have. If we change position a little bit. I must say, I think this is quite nice. I want to try one more little thingy. I have, there we go, a little bit that is called clear purple. Clear purple, yes. Purple is a great color to make shadow colors from, to add shadow to colors. And thus I am taking the dark onyx skin one drop, so 1 drop purple, 2 drops skin. 2, 3, 4 times of the thinner. See what we get. A really very purple color. Work, but I think I add. No, I will not add a full drop to that. Half a drop. Better, although it can be. No, I will use a glaze medium for that. I'm very fond of using. Okay, Oh, that is retardant. No, we are not going to use retardants here. How much is in there? Absolutely nothing. Wow! Come on, my glaze medium from Abteilung 502. Yeah, sorry, I cannot pronounce it without sounding German. It literally means Department 502, whatever you is the proper way to say it. And normally you could use water, but especially when you thin it this much, I think that a medium is normally better. It keeps the pigment a little bit more together with the original medium. If you use too much water, you can break down the whole paint. What I am going to do is add a little bit of shadow here and there, especially over there and over there. Line here and there a little bit. This is indeed almost what is eyebrows? I see. Should have used a darker color to start with. Honestly, it's same as a little bit with using a wash. I just said I probably am going to use a wash. With just adding the shadow manually gives you a little bit more control over exactly where and when. Mainly where. When? Now. Okay, yeah, that's when. Yeah. That's the meaning of when. Very good. Quite thin and more of a glaze. Does very nicely. Also add a little bit in between all the light and dark colors. bigger shadow. Really curious about the original picture I have. Painting commissions, Prince of Persia, and what this was the picture he did send to me. He definitely has eyebrows, so good to know. Meaning that he will have to do his eyebrows also. Wow! Now I still have a little bit of my black over here. Just one line. Just have very thick brows. Make them a little bit irregular. This side, no problem. I hope do the same thing to this side. Really full beard, so it's always a little bit of a more of a shadowy beard. Let's add a little bit of the starting dark. I use a little bit of the purple combination, a little bit of a glaze. Taking a very thin glaze. Brush. Such a small beard, just a little bit like mine. There's always a little bit of skin shining through. It is never that full black as I have painted here. have to do a couple of layers. Oh, that's much too thin. Oh, that was the wrong one. Right. Let's see, let that dry. Also, I made a really nice black mouth. That has the same problem. It was a little bit too visible. I think this looks a little bit more natural. Just add a little bit of the original shadow color to it. Pretty much done for now. Blend. That's the good thing with these very thin paints. You can blend a little bit by just, if you paint over a previous part, especially light part, you can just wipe away at that point over the lighter and you get a little bit more of a blend. I think I will leave it, at least the skin, for what it is for right now. Still not completely as I want it, but it's looking pretty good to me already. Let's see if we can do a little bit with the hair. Start with that, and we have the top of the model finished. Use some other colors for this. Because the light is coming from this side, so there should be quite a bright color over here, and just here before the part where it is separated, so that I don't want it to give it a completely blue color. I will use the deep blue from Scale Color. Add a little bit bit of white that I still already have on my wet palette. But before I start with that, what kind of color is this? Abyssal blue. It's more of a grayish color. Blue gray, very dark blue gray. Yeah, I think I will use that one also. Pure black. I'm always shaking the scale color colors a little bit more than I would do with other colors, as they are a little bit thicker. Now I have that one is a little bit lighter. So I will add to this color a little bit of abandoned black, a little bit darker. Just to make it a little bit darker. That's about it. The dark bluish gray. That is my other. This is a big one. That is my other brush. A little bit big already. That's possible. Oh, let's use this one over here. Also from Abteilung 502. Why? There we go. Let's play barber a little bit somehow. I mean, barbers. Color hair too. Sometimes I have heard. These don't need to be all at the same lengths. Make them as regular in length as you can. Side. It's quite dark color. Not see really much difference. Oh, now I do. Wait, now I do. To the original color. Very quickly, what thinking. Add a lot of stripes. using some titanium white. First start with the blue itself. So still do not try to think too much about where to put it. The more irregular it is, the more natural it will look later. And while I'm doing this, my brain tells me, hey, Bonnie, thought you were done with the skin. Yes, I thought. No, you're not. Really? No, you're not. Because the guy you are holding doesn't have hands. Alright, I have to paint the hands also. Somehow. Not somehow, just take your brush and paint while you have the paint still on in your weld palette. Okay. Lay it in between there. It's a little bit darker still. So I had a combination of the dark blue and white. See if we can add a little bit of a grade in between. I want to make his hair quite shiny. I can imagine that he is doesn't have time in between battles to wash his hair properly. Although he does have a hairdo that stays intact quite good, I guess. It does look very nicely combed, but still, some people do have that. I never had. I still wasn't the bold GM. That definitely was not much to do with my hair. Really thin hair. Not that I'm complaining any hair. It still had some possibilities, but no. Just with if you are layering, you always make the lighter layer a little bit less big. Well, I would say, as it looks now, not even that bad. Now I have to make a choice. Do I go in full white? No, I'm not. I'm adding a little bit of, oh, that's collection. Blue is a very powerful color. So add a little bit of the blue, so we do get a little bit of a bluish of white. That should be good. be a little bit too bright. I can still add a little bit of the blue later as a glaze. Turn down the brightness a little bit. See? And that's just the top of his head. Before I go further with his hair, as I said, he also has two hands. Of course, I don't have to forget those. Two really, really nice swords. The reason that I do not put them on the mini before I paint it, they are not really in the way, but they are quite bendy and really, really thin. So, and you saw I just grabbed the whole model regularly with my whole hand. So I decided to just not use so not glue the hands on. The thing I have to do now, well, that's only the holder, but it still counts as a like that. So this is his left hand, and he's holding the, and that is where the light comes from most, from that side. Good to know. Sometimes I'm really getting tired of my brain. I'm looking for this thing that I'm holding in my other hand. And to be honest, right now I can probably better paint it like this. This. Hand still has both swords. A little bit of a different position than I would, but I'm not a I'm not a swordsman. I mean, normally I would try to do that. He's holding them more like he's whatever. Never not even noticed that. Still means that at the wrist it should be lighter. They upwards. Same page. Fall, I said, go to the side, please. So please. These things have magnets on the back, which is really great, but they are quite strong. Well, they should be, but more stuff. I have a little tray over there for the big models. It has a metal plate on the bottom. It is good. Let us try to yank this holder off and yank also the whole plate and the things that are standing on there. Right.
streets where you would sleep beside me. Conversations in my sheets, body to body. Sudden hit to my backside.
Now we go to the sofa, right to the collar.
I remember you said to me,
Knuckles.
nothing's gonna break us, this love will make us, nothing's gonna break. Yeah, nothing's gonna break us, this love will make us, nothing's gonna break.
Wrist off.
Just that moment with you, just that moment with you, it's all I really need.
Nice. I just need some time now to get things clear now, to get rid of my doubts, to get rid of my fears. I just need some time now
need some time now, need to figure out now if there's still a way for love. I just need some time now, need to think about now if it's worth the pain, if it's worth to wait. I do what's best for me, what's best for you. But if you fall, who's next to you? I do what's best for me and best for you. I know it hurts 'cause I'm hurt too. Me and you.
That is mine now, but they are not as beautiful as they should be. I am notoriously really lighter. Take a little bit of this color over here, a little bit of red over here. It's already too much. Yeah, a little bit of this. That's good. We have that white color, but with a touch of red in it. White to that concoction. That is quite nice, if I even may say so. Back to a little bit darker color over here. Overdone a little bit. Lightest highlight color. Not only the knuckles are. Definitely high. Yeah, at least they are a little bit better visible. And in my eyes, that makes it a little bit. idea what this is. Could be a monkey with a very, very long tail. Okay. But I saw most of it is metal, so gold. Am I sure? No, not completely. So what am I? Oh no, I had the other one. Where is the over there? Yeah, that's gold. Good. Oh, one sword is gold. The other one is more silvery. Did I get the right one? Yes, not the left one. Oh, what time is it? Oh, yeah, right. It's no, we still have 5 minutes. Well, that was the hair on top. Quite shiny hair. I still have my recipe over there, so I still have to do the rest of it. Just some streaks here and there. Just like with the muscles. There are a little bit of parts that are visible. Here's the piece over there with black. More shining on this side. There is some structure in his hair. And yes, that's the end of my stream. Oh, one little stretch, free of charge. And I'll go see if I can find somebody who is online right now so we can raid. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Let's go to Twitch, that's probably the best. Who is all and I'm looking for a small thing big. Those are the unless you all have a suggestion to who to raid. I mean, I see over here all there are some others, but I see small parts, sharp points. This miniature painting. I do see painting big. For example, Jimmy the Brush. And I see a few others. Oh no, the bigger ones are all doing other stuff. So I don't know. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for watching. Any suggestions? Otherwise, I will rate. What was it? Small parts, sharp points. If I can see what he is painting, or he is. It looks not sure if that is a Games Workshop. Oh. At least is some kind of a soldier model that he is painting. Jimmy's always a good choice. Okay. Then we are going for Jimmy the Brush. Let's see if I can set it up. What was it? Good. That's not the one. Oh my god, I forgot how to raid. That's the one. Oh my god, I haven't done this so long in such a long time. Is this the one? Yay! There we go! So I want to all thank you for watching. Thank you for the raid. And enjoy the stream of Jimmy the Brush. Have a great Easter weekend. See you all next time. Thank you. Bye.
That was wonderful. Bravo.
I loved that. Oh, it was great. Well, it was pretty good. Well, it wasn't bad. Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good. It could have been a lot better. I didn't really like it. It was pretty terrible. It was bad. It was awful. I'm down. Get away. Hey, boo. Like that dog.
No, you don't have to, babe. Chocolate is out. Times before.
I'm in.
Oh, Jim, welcome in.
Hello.
Hello.
How we doing? You know what's creepy is in trying to find an image for inspiration, chat, and then we're going to be doing a bit of sculpting.
Well, Jam